So in the previous lecture, we have studied the molar conductivity. Molar conductivity that is equal to 1000 K by C. Means it is inversely proportional to concentration. इस फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो मोलार कंडक्टिविटी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू concentration. Means if this concentration is very low, means a very dilute solution, in that case the molar conductivity will have the maximum value, that is called as maximum limiting value. And in that case, for very dilute solution like when C approaches to 0.0 molar, then this lambda will become lambda 0, or you can write lambda infinity. This molar conductivity will have the maximum value for this range of concentrations, and such a value is called as a molar conductivity at zero concentration, or you can say molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Okay? Now in case of a strong electrolyte, ये जो मोलार कंडक्टिविटी है मोलार कंडक्टिविटी decreases rapidly with the increase of concentration. ये जो मोलार कंडक्टिविटी है दिस वन is inversely proportional to the square root of concentration. This one, this will be the maximum value, that is lambda 0 at near about यहाँ पे होना चाहिए. But in case of weak electrolyte, this is the maximum limiting value, that is lambda 0, and it decreases linearly with the square root of concentration. जैसे जैसे ये बढ़ता जाएगा molar conductivity on this axis, so molar conductivity decreases rapidly or linearly with the increase of concentration. Whereas in case of weak electrolyte, molar conductivity with increase of concentration this is not a linear one. ये इस तरह से कम होगा. This will have the maximum value here lambda 0, and here is the square root of concentration. So दोनों में concentration बढ़ाने से molar conductivity कम होता है, ये ठीक है. But in case of a strong electrolyte, it increases linearly, सीधा जाएगा नीचे, whereas this one has somewhat like this. This is a non-linear decrease in molar conductivity with the increase of concentration. So this is the effect of concentration over molar conductivity of two different types of electrolytes. Okay? So shall I write this one? ये मिटाना है.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done.
Is it over? So this conductivity cell is used for measuring the electrical conductivity of the electrolytes. It is used for measuring the electrical conductivity of electrolytes. जो इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशंस है उसका कंडक्टिविटी मेजर करना है आपको, देन यू हैव टू यूज द कंडक्टिविटी सेल. तो ये कंडक्टिविटी सेल में होता क्या है? इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ 2 प्लैटिनम इलेक्ट्रोड्स separated by a distance of approximately 1 centimeter, and that can be placed into the solution. एक प्लेटिनम इलेक्ट्रोड, ये दूसरा these are 2 platinum electrodes separated by certain distance. So this will be your conductivity cell and that can be placed into the solution. तो ये 2 इलेक्ट्रोड उसमें डूब जाएंगे and then conductivity can be measured by using certain meters like you can use a multimeter so that resistance can be measured directly. Once you get the resistance, then you can go for the conductivity. Now these are the 2 electrodes that are separated by approximately 1 centimeter बोल रहे हैं हम, but that may be somewhat more or less. So you can say the ratio of distance between 2 electrodes, distance between 2 electrodes L2. Area of cross section can have small a or capital A, is called as cell constant. And a unit of cell constant is you can have meter inverse. So once we have the L by A, we have the conductivity or resistivity first of all, RA by L, or rho is equal to, you can have L by RA, then K is equal to RA by L. Now A by L के लिए आप B रख सकते हैं, and in that case you will get conductivity K. Once you get the K, then you can go for molar conductivity lambda. Is it over?
Sir.
Okay. Now we have that rho is equal to RA by L, resistivity. Then we have K is equal to L1 RA. Right? Now this K will be equal to L by RA. क्या हो गया आपका? D by R. Conductivity K is equal to cell constant upon, और मल्टीमीटर से आपने रेजिस्टेंस मेजर कर लिया था अक्रॉस दिस टू इलेक्ट्रोड. इसको आपने सोल्यूशन में डुबा दिया, देन यू आर मेजरिंग द रेजिस्टेंस. सो सेल कांस्टेंट किसी सेल के ऊपर आइदर लिखा होता है, इसी सेल के ऊपर वो सेल कांस्टेंट B का वैल्यू दिया होता है. सो यू गेट कंडक्टिविटी. वंस यू हैव द कंडक्टिविटी, देन यू कैन गो फॉर लैम्बडा. देयरफॉर लैम्बडा विल बी 1000 K by C था आपका. Now this will be 1000 K की जगह पे B on R into C. So in this way you can go for molar conductivity using conductivity cell. So this resistance is measured by using conductivity cell. It is placed into the solution and then this is connected across the meter bridge. Whetstone meter bridge जो होता है across either left or right gap में इसको डाल देंगे आप. देन अदर गैप में आपका रेजिस्टेंस बॉक्स होगा. बाहर से आप इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी सप्लाई करोगे बाय यूजिंग रियोस्टेट दैट कैन बी कंट्रोल्ड एंड देन नल पॉइंट विल बी ऑब्टेन्ड. देन R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 से आपका रेजिस्टेंस आ जाएगा. बट दिस मेजरमेंट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर दिस डे. सो यू कैन कैलकुलेट द रेजिस्टेंस. वंस यू गेट द रेजिस्टेंस, then you can go for molar conductivity of that solution. Okay, you got it? कोहरलैक्स लॉ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट माइग्रेशन. देखिए इस सोल्यूशन में आपके पास दोनों आयन होते हैं, कैटायन भी होते हैं, एनायंस भी होते हैं. ईच ऑफ द आयन मूव टुवर्ड्स अपोजिट इलेक्ट्रोड इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द अदर. कैटायन जो है उसको कैथोड की तरफ जाना ही है, एनायन है तो दैट विल मूव टुवर्ड्स एनोड. ये फिक्स हो गया आपका. ठीक है, एनायन और कैटायन को अपने अपने रिस्पेक्टिव इलेक्ट्रोड्स की तरफ जाना ही है and that is independent of the other. One thing. Second thing, ये जो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है आपका, इसका मोलार कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन, मोलार कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ मोलार कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ कैटायन प्लस मोलार कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ एनायन एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन. मीन्स जो टोटल मोलार कंडक्टिविटी है that is made up of conductivity due to cation and molar conductivity due to anion. So these ions will contribute to total molar conductivity of the electrolyte. total molar conductivity of the electrolyte is the sum of contributions of molar conductivities of cations and anions at zero concentration. So this is known as Kohlrausch's law of independent migration. एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखते हैं तो काम की चीज है. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट या इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन. Each of the ion move towards opposite electron. Each of the ion move towards opposite electrode independent of its co-ion. Co-ion मतलब कैटायन का co-ion anion होगा, anion का co-ion कैटायन होगा. And contribute to total molar conductivity at infinite dilution. That is molar conductivity of electrolyte is equal to, ये छोटा है, molar conductivity of cation plus molar conductivity of anion. Are the molar conductivities cation and anion respectively. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे लेंगे हम मोलार कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ BaCl2 that is equal to molar conductivity of barium ion plus 2 times the molar conductivity of chloride ion. BaCl2 का कर दिया मैंने, एक बेरियम का आयन बनेगा, 2 क्लोराइड के, तो बेरियम आयन का मोलार कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन प्लस 2 times the molar conductivity of chloride ion. So this is Kohlrausch's law of independent migration. एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से काम की चीज होगी. Okay, is it over? Shall I wipe this one?
Yes, sir.
ये दो स्मॉल लैम्बडा है, ये कैपिटल है. So shall I wipe this? Now we know that charge on single electron, that is 1.602 into 10 raised to the power. This is a charge on single electron. Then we have number of electrons in 1 mole. That will be equal to how much? Yes. These are the number of electrons that can be present in 1 mole. Now I have to calculate charge on 1 mole of electron. So these two will be in multiplication. So I will write yes, 10 raised to the power 4, and this approximately is 96500 coulomb. This is also called as Faraday. What is 1 Faraday? That is the charge on 1 mole of electron. How much it is? It is 96500 coulomb. How many electrons will be there in this 1 Faraday? That is 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. That much number of electrons will be there. Now, we used to say every time 1 coulomb charge is present on the surface of given body. 1 coulomb charge is present on the surface. बहुत बार बोलते, तो what is the meaning behind that? That number of electrons in 1 coulomb is equal to 1 divided by, yes, 1.602 into 10 raised to the power minus 90, and that comes out to be this is also coulomb, this is also coulomb. So this is what number of electrons in 1 coulomb charge. Now once you say 1 coulomb charge is present on the surface like this, this is the charge of 1 coulomb given to the surface, means what? This much number of electrons are excessively present on the surface. यहाँ पे ये सारे जो है पॉजिटिव बोल दिया तो उतने इलेक्ट्रॉन कम रहेंगे, नेगेटिव बोला तो उतने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एक्सेस में रहेंगे और द सरफेस ऑफ दिस बॉडी. 1 coulomb charge is present on the body means this much electrons in excess are there on the surface. That is the meaning 1 coulomb negative charge on the body. Now with the help of this charge of the electrons, either you can have the oxidation or reduction. देखते. So take down these points. Number of electrons in 1 coulomb is 6.25 to 10 raised to the power 18. Is it over? Now just we go for the reduction of certain metal cations. मेटल कैटायंस का रिडक्शन करेंगे, उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन ऐड करेंगे और उसका हिसाब लगाएंगे. मींस क्वांटिटेटिव मेजरमेंट ऑफ चार्जेस इन्वॉल्व्ड इन ऑक्सीडेशन एंड रिडक्शन प्रोसेसेस. जब ऑक्सीडेशन होगा तो उतने इलेक्ट्रॉन का गेन होगा रिडक्शन में, और ऑक्सीडेशन होगा तो उतने इलेक्ट्रॉन का लॉस होगा. तो देखते वो कैसे होता है. इज दैट वर्क? Okay, shall I write this one? If you are passing a current of 1 ampere for 1 second, then how much charge will be there? 1 ampere current is passed through the solution for 1 second, then how much charge will be there? We have the definition of 1 ampere. That 1 coulomb charge flows through the solution for 1 second. Means how much? 6.25 into 10 raised to the power 18 electrons. So we can have that current I, charge Q by T. So from this, charge will be equal to, charge Q will be equal to I to T. So this will be the number of Faradays, and number of Faradays means number of moles of electron. You can say number of Faradays or number of moles of electron involved in this process. कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन जाएंगे यहाँ से आपके? So that will be 1 ampere for 1 second means IT will be 1 divided by that much. That will be the number of electron flowing through that solution. Right? So यहाँ पे this is what 1 mole. This is what? So you can say 1 mole of Na positive get reduced by 1 mole of electron. 1 mole of Na positive will get reduced to sodium by 1 mole of electron, or you can say 1 Faraday. 1 Faraday charge यदि आपके पास में है, so then you can have that reduction of 1 mole of sodium positive ions. दूसरा देखते हैं. Now if this one, how much? 1 mole, and it requires 2 moles of electrons, so that reduction will take place. So here 1 mole of Zn plus 2 ion requires कितना? Requires 2 Faraday or 2 moles of electron. तो यहाँ पे जो जिंक है will be electron means 2 Faradays will pass through the staining Zn dipositive ions. So for reduction of 1 mole of Zn dipositive, 1 mole of Zn dipositive requires 2 moles of electron. चलते थोड़ा आगे और यहाँ पे एयर ट्राई पॉजिटिव है. It requires how many? 3 moles of electron. How much? 3 mole. And it causes reduction of 1 mole of Al tripositive ion. जब जाके 3 Faradays पास करोगे, जब 1 mole of aluminium will be obtained. 3 Faraday, 3 moles of electron means 3 Faraday charge, and that will deposit 1 mole of aluminium. You can say 3 mole or you can say 3 Faraday charge. यहाँ पर भी ट्राई पॉजिटिव आयन requires 3 moles of electron and you are getting chromium. So how much charge? 3 mole, 3 Faraday. So this is called as a quantitative relationship between mass deposited and current passed through the solution. So remaining चीजें हम next time करेंगे.